up, everyone? Jowell is here, and welcome back to another webisode on the J Vice Show. So today, just want to share a little story from my transit days and everything like that. It just popped up in my head one day while I was at work, and that's usually the time I always be thinking and stuff like that while I'm packing away stuff and everything on the shelves. I'm just like, sometimes be my own world or whatever like that. So I just be thinking about stuff in life and about stuff in the past, the present, also the future, and everything like that. So just something came up my mind. So I just typed it down on my notes on my phone and just wanted to feel like sharing it or whatever like that. So I have it written down here on my memo pad. So yeah, so I just wanted to share this real quick, and I'll do this here and there, like whenever something pops in my head that I remember, whatever like that, because I know I've shared a couple of stories already on here that some people got pissed off about in the past, even though I'm just sharing stories. But yeah, like I don't see what's the problem with that. But anyways, so I want to talk about this one with was something that happened on Flag Day back in transit and everything. So I know that Flag Day is in June or whatever like that. I don't remember which day. I just know it was in June. I doubt they changed that. Hopefully they did not. I don't think they would. I don't think they could. But so it was for Flag Day and back in June, back in transit with me and my whole crew and everything. I wish I had some like footage to show. I really wish I had like footage back then of those times, to show whatever like that. It really did, but a lot of us didn't have phones back then. Some did, some didn't, or whatever like that. So we weren't able to like record a lot of these fun moments and stuff like that. I really wish we did. It's not like nowadays, for you people, some I'm not gonna say you people because I'm sure it's not no like teenagers watching this or whatever like. But if they are, if you guys are like with you guys that have phones in school now and everything like that. In high school, everyone has a phone now. Everyone has one. Like babies have it, grandmas have it. Everyone has a damn phone, and mainly iPhones. But everyone has a phone now and everything like that, so they can always record everything that goes on in school or whatever like that. You see that all the time. People posting online and social media and stuff like that, or some fights or something in high school or whatever. So a lot of people have phones now. We have that stuff now. I miss it like that, honestly, because in a way it is better because at least when you don't have that stuff to distract you, whatever like that in school, it builds more of your social skills or whatever like that. I feel like it's just much better, have more fun. In school you're able to talk with your friends or whatever like that. You're not always like glued to your damn phone, while your friends are around you, but you just glued to your phone. They're talking to you, you're just into your phone. You're like, huh? Not paying attention. That's how it is now and everything. I even had like friends that was always like that back then during the Amigos and stuff like that. And they was always into the phone, like we talking, like, come on. Even I remember that used to happen a few times with like Joanne and stuff like that. Like get off your damn phone, So so I do miss like when it was like that, back then and everything, because I feel like it was just much better when it comes to interacting with people and your social skills, because everything is online. People don't want to like interact with people, no more meet people. It's just everything has to be online now. So I don't like that. So I feel like we had it made back then. Everything like that back in transit, back in high school days and stuff like that. But yeah, so anyways, back to this, because I just want to add that in there and whatever like that. So yeah, so it was a day, Flag Day. We all went like, 'cause we used to always leave. We used to leave like around like almost like 7th period or whatever like that, and then we'll come back 8th period, and meet up with our other friends, our other crew members and stuff like that, hang out a little bit with them, and then we all go home. Or sometimes we would all go to like Wendy's and stuff like that, hang out, and then we would go home and stuff like that. Or the most part, like what we usually do is just go to Wendy's, hang out after 7 when we get out of 7th period, come back 8th period. So that's where we was going. We was crossing the highway to go over to the Wendy's, because it's across a big highway, whatever like that, across the conduit or whatever. Like actually no, that side's not actually it is a side. Wait, I was thinking about the Atlantic. It's one of those, whatever. But yeah, this is just a highway. We used to cross or whatever like that over to the Wendy's across the highway. And one time when we was walking past, well, this time we was walking past it, it's like we was jaywalking and whatever like that. We didn't even know what that was at the time, but yeah, we just like quickly just walked past, with the cars, in between the cars or whatever that was coming and stuff like that. And then there was like the cops was there as well, like they was in one of the lanes or whatever like that, and he saw us or whatever like that. So as soon as when we crossed over, like cross the street, we was about to go to Wendy's, like, because another block over we was gonna cross and then go to Wendy's and everything like that. And the cops stopped us and everything like that, and took down our, asked for our IDs and stuff like that. So we gave them our school IDs and everything, and then because it was like, oh, we was jaywalking or whatever like that. And I don't know what else they did. I just know that they was like just putting some things down the system. They never. I don't think they ever gave us anything for a summons, if I'm not mistaken, or whatever like that. I don't think they did. Definitely don't remember ever going. Actually, no. I think they did. I think they did because I think I remember going to court or something like that, and they threw it out. So yeah, so they did give us one. I do remember now. Yeah, they definitely did. I remember that. It just popped up in my head. I remember I had to go to the one in downtown Brooklyn and everything, to that courthouse and everything. I do remember that and everything, and the judge threw it out or whatever like that, since it's like first time or whatever like that. And it wasn't really that serious. You know, they was just being assholes or whatever like that. So yeah, so they took down information and our ID and stuff like that. And they saw us with the flags and everything. I remember I had a flag around my neck and everything. I think I had like tied, not like that all the way tied, but like a little bit, you know, like hanging down or whatever. I had it around my neck. I actually have it right here because I found it earlier. So this is the original DR flag that I've had all these years since transit. Oh my God, this is a memento right here. This is memories right here. So I'm happy I still have this. Happy I still have this. So yeah, so I had it like this. I had like tied like this around my neck, like a little bit hanging down. You know, it wasn't like all the way up like this. You know, like choking me or whatever like that. I had it down like that and whatever. So yeah, so they saw me with this, man. So happy so happy to have this still. So happy I found it, and yeah, so much memories with this. So something I'm gonna keep to the day I die. Hey, this is memories right here from transit days. But anyways, so yeah, so they saw me with that. I had around my neck like that, and I didn't have one on my arm. I know that. I know that for certain. But yeah, because if I did, I would have had another one of these. So that's how I know. So I had that one. I had and also I had this, which I also found too. So yeah, so this is my, well, they used to call my gang, my gang necklace or whatever like that. So yep, this is the original, the one that I had all these years, transit days and stuff like that. So another memory of mine is a piece of history from transit days or whatever like that. These two things right here. So yeah, so this is what I had around my neck and everything. So yeah, look at that. So happy, guys. Still got this. But yeah, so I used to have, when we used to have a little crew, LVP or whatever like that. People always say I thought we was like, I was in it. Well, I know a lot of them are in gangs, but I wasn't really in the gang. But they just always see me as a gang. But yeah, but so this is it. This is my memories right here that I still have to this day or whatever like that from transit and everything. So these are definitely gonna keep, cherish, and everything like that. I just keep them in the drawer and everything. So I'm happy I still have them because I had like so much shit in that drawer and I found them. But yeah, so I had that around my neck, and then I had the the necklace as well on top of that. I mean over that and everything like that. And I remember my nephew, you know, David had I think he had two. He had the one on his the flag around tied around his wrist, and he had the one around his neck or whatever like that. So yeah, so they thought we was in gangs and stuff like that, but it was his flag day, you know. It was just repping, repping the DR, repping Dominican Republic or whatever like that. So that's what we was doing, everything, and they thought it that way. So I mean, I guess in a way you could see that. I mean, like, they're not gonna know. Not everyone's gonna know about it. Obviously, it's a country's flag, but you know, a lot of people are here. So yeah, a lot of people is like ignorant and stuff like that. Not gonna really research that stuff and know about other people's countries' flags or whatever. Just automatically think it's a gang flag or whatever like that. Even though like that should be obvious. We already know the type of flags they use for gangs and stuff like that. But yeah, well, it was whatever. So yeah, so they saw that, they saw me with it, they saw him with it or whatever like that. So they just thought we was in a gang and everything like that. And yeah, and that's how we got that got the write up, or you write up, whatever you want to call it, summons or whatever like that for court and everything, and that's how that went. But yeah, and hey, good thing that was stoned out when I went to the courthouse and everything. I was stoned out and everything like that because it wasn't a big deal. But yeah, so that's what happened. We crossed, we had our flags and stuff like that. I still don't know who else. I think there was another person, and I feel like there was 3 of us, so maybe it was just 2 of us or whatever. Like, I know it was mostly just me and David, my nephew. We hanged out the most back in transit days and stuff like that. But I feel like there was somebody else there, but can't remember. feel like there was, but I don't know. So yeah, so after that happened, then we crossed the street over into Wendy's and everything, and we just hanged out in there and stuff like that until after eighth period. I mean, yeah, when after the eighth period, and then when the rest of our crew came out, then we went back to the school, and then was chilling with them. We all went back to Wendy's, hanged out a little bit, and then after that we went home. Cause a lot of them didn't live far from me. A lot of them lived close by and everything like that. A lot of them lived like a couple of blocks up from me. Then there was a couple of them that lived blocks down from me or whatever like that. A few that lived around the school as well or whatever. I was close to the school too. But yeah, I'm close to the school too and everything. But yeah, so we used to have a lot of fun back then, and that was like our chill spot. Wendy's, we used to always hang out in there, and at the time things was like really cheap. Like Wendy's was always more money, like it was more expensive over McDonald's and Burger King. McDonald's always being the cheapest, because they had like the dollar menu and all that stuff they used to have back then. They don't have anymore. I know that they brought back the value menu, but the dollar menu was what we used to always loved and bought from back then, because we was young, we was teenagers or whatever. We didn't have money, we wasn't working or whatever like that, so that's what we could have afforded, with the little money we used to get, little lunch money or allowance or whatever from our parents and stuff like that. So yeah, so they used to have a menu like that back in Wendy's and everything. Of course they don't have it anymore. I really wish they did and everything. So we just get like the cheapest stuff they had. I know my favorite, I used to always get so mad they got rid of this shit, and that is the damn Gold Wraps. I used to love the Gold Wraps, man. That was my favorite. And then they got rid of it, and then they brought back that giant wrap or whatever. I hate that one. I don't like it at all. And the ranch sauce, they use ranch sauce for it. The sauce, I'm about to say, the sauce they use is ranch sauce, and I don't like it at all. It don't go well. Like what they had before was the honey mustard sauce. That one was really good with the Gold Wraps, and the Gold Wraps was perfect. It was cheap. It was like small, whatever like that, just like on the go type of thing you eat, small, compact, whatever like that. So you can just quickly eat a few bites and you're done, and everything's not messy or whatever like that. It was just perfect. I don't know why they got rid of that shit, in favor of that stupid premium wrap. Yeah, that's what it's called, a premium wrap. I hated it, man. I only had like twice, and I was like, never again, I'm not getting it no more. I used to get pissed off because I'm like, okay, I don't want the ranch sauce. I was telling them, put the honey mustard or put on the side so I can do it myself. And they always forget. Like, they used to piss me off. So I'm like, you know what? No more with that freaking wrap. Like, screw that shit. But those saucy nuggets are like the best thing they brought, though. I like they debuted with. I love those saucy nuggets. It was really good. It's like my favorite thing I get from Wendy's now. If it wasn't for that, I would not be going anymore. But that's what we used to always get. The Gold Wraps was great. Cheap and everything. It was just good. The honey mustard just hit the spot. It was so good and everything. We just get an order of fries, like a small, medium fries, a drink and stuff like that. Or here and there we would get like the Baconator and stuff like that and everything. But I didn't really like the Baconator as much because I don't really eat beef like that. But yeah, but the chicken, the Gold Wrap is what I liked and everything like that. That was good. You love that, man. But yeah, the Baconator, here and there I had it. It wasn't bad, but I don't really like to eat red meat like that too much. But yeah, but they like the Baconators. A couple of them like the Gold Wraps as well. I know me and Dave used to always get the Gold Wraps and the fries and the drink. Sometimes we would share one drink and we'll just get the fries or whatever like in the Gold Wrap. That's how we used to do it back then. Sometimes we would just share what we had or whatever like that, because we was family. Even the people who wasn't family that was in our crew, we all we all treat each other like a family and stuff like that. So yeah, so we didn't give a shit or whatever like that. You ain't gonna find people like that nowadays in the new generation. But yeah, so people now is just like fucked up in the head and shit. Like can't really find like loyal friends nowadays or people you can actually call family. It's like kind of hard now. But what else? And that was it. Yeah, thinking there was anything else that I meant to add on to that. Oh yeah, there's one more thing. Good thing. But yeah, so another thing when it comes to what we used to do back in the days, it was just really fun. Like I miss doing this. We had a great time doing it, and this is just like what I said earlier. I really wish we had like footage to show. I had footage kept where I can show you guys and everything like that. But I do remember one time we went to play pool or whatever. It was somewhere around like Jamaica, Queens area, like under the J line or whatever like that. We had went there one time, and one of them had a camera or something like that, and they took pictures of us or whatever like that. Our little like gang sign or whatever like that for our little crew or whatever we had and everything. We had our own like gang sign. I honestly don't remember. And I remember we used to have the handshake or whatever like that. All I remember, it had something to do like this, and then you do like this, and that's all I remember. But yeah, I honestly don't remember it. I just know that you end it like this. Like the handshake ends like my hands, my hands like this, and then there's like that. I'm about to say my two thumbs, but yeah, my two fingers like this, and there's like that, you know, like sound like this, whatever. But yeah, that's how I remember. I just remember how it kind of begins and how it ends. So we kind of like had that type of like sign. I think it was like kind of like we did the sound like this, something like this, and we took a picture or whatever like that. And the guy, he never gave us, I forgot his name, but he never gave us the like a copy of it to keep. So I don't know what happened to that. It's lost footage, or maybe one of them somewhere still has it or whatever like that. But like I don't keep in touch with it. I haven't heard from any of them in like years. I think I have like maybe one or two of them on my Facebook still from back then in that crew, LBP, but we don't talk. But yeah, but we played pool. I mean, that day when we played pool, we did that. We did the handshake like that. They took pictures and stuff like that. And you know, like gang sign, like I said, whatever. But like, I really wish I had that to show, but sadly I don't. So yeah, but yeah, so yeah, so this goes back to what I'm saying, like what I'm talking about right now is like I really wish we had like a lot of us all had cameras, like phones or whatever like that. Even though of course there was shitty cameras back then, you know, we don't have the good stuff that they have now. You know, able to shoot in 1080p or whatever like that, 4K, which I don't really care about 4K, but 1080 is good enough. Like that's what I use. That's what I'm doing right now with this. You know, with this video is 1080. But yeah, so I really wish we had that to show, but we had this little like thing, like this like whole fake like gang type of war thing going on there. Yeah, man, as I remember, now I'm remembering some more stuff, so I'm gonna add on to that right after this. But yeah, so we had this whole like gang thing we was doing, whereas like it was two groups. I think I remember I spoke about this very briefly back then. I'm gonna talk a little bit more in depth of it. It was Team Spick, which is the group I used to be in, but it was like more like Puerto Ricans in that group. Probably one or two Dominicans who were there, and I think like one Panamanian was in it too. And I don't remember what else type of people, whatever like that. And then it was LBP. So it was Team Spick at first, where I was in Team Spick. So it was, you know, I was me, you know, versus LBP, me and the crew versus LBP and stuff like that. So the game was, what we would do is we would like fake fighting, but it kind of looks real, but it's not. We're not really like punching each other or whatever like that. We're dropping people on the floor, like, you know, like we'll hold them and kind of like do like put one of our legs behind their leg and like trip them, you know, like fall to the floor or whatever like that. But yeah, but they don't like fall hard or whatever. We won't do it like that, you know. But yeah, it's just like a little playful game, whatever we had like that. So that's what we do. So like we be grabbing each other up like this or whatever, like holding them, whatever like that, and the other one like throw them to the floor or whatever like that. And then it was like kind of stomping them out, but not like a hard stomp, but it looks like we were like really stomping them out. But like I feel like we could have been like wrestlers back then. Like you would really think that is like we were really like beating up each other, because it looks like we are hitting each other, but we're not hitting each other like that. And like this, the way we stomp, like we like stomping, but it's not like we stomping hard, but the way we make it seem like we were like stomping them mad hard on the floor and stuff like that, and just punched them after we dropped them to the floor. We were like on top of them beating them up, but it's not like that. But yeah, so we used to do that. It used to be mad fun. Like, yeah, a lot of fun doing that and everything. And I do remember one time, it was like, I still remember this day, but we was in like in the back staircase and everything. And in high school, we was in the back staircase area. And then we all went back there, and we saw like a whole bunch of like LBPers there, like just standing against all the walls, like, oh shit, this is a trap, and everything like that. And they all like just ganged up on all of us and stuff like that. Like it was crazy. It was fun. And I do remember one time it was when we had gym in the locker room and everything like that. I remember, damn, I forgot his name, man. Like he was cool too. I forgot his name, but damn, I don't remember his name. But I don't know if it's Jesus. I think it was Jesus. No, Jesus, I think, was the one that was the leader of LBP. But Team Spick, I think his name was Xavier. I don't remember what his name was. Something like that. Actually, it wasn't Xavier. Somebody else. But yeah, that's when I was still in Team Spick. So he was like, we was in the gym, in the locker room, whatever. Like, so it was me, him, and another one in that group. And then we saw one of the members of LBP. He was like putting his stuff inside the locker or whatever like that, and everything, so we can go out on the floor or whatever for gym. And we saw him, and he's like, oh, he's like, you got like, he was like talking back and forth, whatever like that. And then he like looked at me and the other guy, and it was like, he was like this, like, and I just dropped my bag off or whatever, and we just went out there and just dropped it to the floor or whatever like that. And then he was like, yeah, he was like, that was nice. I'm like, I like, yeah, that was good. Like the way he just did that, man, it's like dropped my bag off. We just dropped our bags off and we just went after him and everything. Like that was just mad fun and shit. Like you don't get shit like that nowadays. You do that shit now, like people quick to like want to like stab you and shoot you, because like people freaking bringing guns and knives nowadays to school. Like, they don't have metal detectors anymore or whatever. They took them out. I don't know, but that's all you hear nowadays in high school. It wasn't like that. So you ain't gonna get fun like you ain't gonna get shit like that now. If anybody was to do something like that, in in this day and age, maybe you might get away with it. It depends on what state you can have that type of fun. But here, New York City, nah. We was lucky. We was fortunate because that time it wasn't crazy here. But yeah, it wasn't. Well, it was crazy, but it was not bad there. And yeah, so that's how we used to do it. And then I remember one time, because since we was doing this, a lot of people got a hold of it. Like other people in the school, like other classmates who we had or whatever like that, and also like the principals and the other people and stuff, and the teachers and shit, because a lot of them had see us doing this stuff in the hallways, because it'll be after the bell rings, a lot of us get out of class or whatever like that, and if we see them like in the hallways, then we would just do that. So they all thought we was like in gangs, like fighting each other or whatever like that. So they was like really coming after us now, like the principals and everybody was just on us and everything, and really think we was in a gang and stuff like that. And I remember one time they said that they brought in the one of those prison buses or whatever like that for us. You could have really thought it was serious. So I was like, oh shit. So we all had to just leave. We all left school quick that day or whatever like that. I forgot what period we left or whatever like that, because everyone thought we was really in gangs. We was all going against each other, but it was all for fun and everything like that. But yeah, those are the days, man. Like, it was just great. Like, I remember like all of that. Like, that's something I won't forget, because like things like that I don't forget. Like, that's stuff that'll always stay in my memory. Always remember. That's like in my long-term memory, not my short-term, and everything like that, because that's like something that was really impactful in my life, whatever like that. Something I really enjoyed. That's like some great times in my life and stuff. So that's like things I'm not gonna forget, whatever like that. If it's like something I really don't give a shit about, I'm not gonna remember that. It goes about short-term, and it just automatically deletes like a damn computer after like 30 days. I don't remember it no more. But stuff like this, of course, I'm gonna remember or whatever like that, because that was like some good times in life and stuff like that. And a lot of times I reflect back at that and think about it, and like, damn, like these are the days I miss. Like, why we can't get these days again? Why everyone grew, we all grew up now. But like the role is different now. It's not the same as it used to be back in those days and stuff like that. Like, I really wish that could come back. Things like that I always be thinking about. But yeah, but those are the times. Like, we had a lot of fun doing that stuff. Like, I really do miss that and everything. So it was good. So good thing I remember that story while I was talking about, with us jaywalking and stuff like that. This came, well, this I had to talk. I wanted to talk about this anyways. I had it written down to talk about, but the other stuff popped in my head too as well. With everybody, all of the school staff and everything, thinking that we were really, fighting each other and whatever like that. So yeah, but when we was like that, a lot of people didn't want to, mess with us. They really thought that we was like in gangs and stuff like that, and like everybody in the school was saying that about us, and and I was like, whatever. It was like, it's all good. But yeah, so that's how it used to be back then. And then we just had fun, and that's also where that came in, where I mentioned, I forgot what video I mentioned it, where a lot of people, thought that I had, them fight my battles for me, whatever like that. If I had a problem with beef with somebody, I would have them beat them up, like, which is not even true. Because I remember Danny and his crew had said that a while back, during that time, whatever like that. And that wasn't even the case, because none of y'all, him or any of his people, ever got beaten up by any of us. So that was just all lies and everything like that. But yeah, but we had a lot of fun, man. Like, those are the days and everything. So yeah, like I said, those are some good memories, things that I really wish I had on footage to show, and just also to look back at myself, whatever, for myself and everything like that. But not a lot of us had phones back then, or even good phones with good cameras and everything like that, so we don't have that footage. But I need to find, damn, I don't even know how. When I say I need to, I really know I'm not. Yeah, but I really wish I could find out where those photos are. Like, if I could find somebody who, has them. But like I said, the people I know on Facebook probably don't even talk to those people anymore that had it. So I don't even, I'm pretty sure if you even ask them, they probably don't even remember or whatever like that. So that's that. But yeah, so there you go, guys. Just wanted to share that little story with you guys and everything. And we had some fun times in high school. Like, yeah, like you people growing up now in high school, yeah, you guys don't have it good anymore. But the times, like my time growing up, that was the time, man. We had a lot of fun and everything like that. So yeah, I'm just happy to have these stuff because things like this now, if you have these like this on in school, and this, even though this is a country flag, but if you have these stuff on in school, whatever, on your neck, you already know other people in the school will want to like stab you up or shoot you and stuff like that. You know, it's not like how it was during our times and whatever like that, where we fight it out or whatever like that, and that's that. Like nowadays, they don't do that shit. And it's also because a lot of people, these new generation, don't even know how to fight, so they just use weapons and stuff like that, and that's how they look tough using a weapon. And we didn't do that shit back then and everything like that. So yeah, but when things like this nowadays, like yeah, it's definitely gonna be a problem. But yeah, guys. So like I said, this is some memories right here. Like miss these days. But yeah, and that's that. So you know, comment section below. You guys start the story or anything. You guys have any like interesting or good stories to share back for high school days or whatever like that, and then, you know, let me know and all that good stuff. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for another webisode on the Jay Vice Show.